I decided to make this random video actually, and I guess you can call it a rant too actually. And so this might be one of the most disgusting videos of all time actually, because it's sort of a rant slash a storytelling of this one video that I actually watched actually. And so if you guys are young age, I would not recommend you listen to this video. This video is super messed up. I don't even know why I'm making this video. You see, I'm actually kind of bored right now, and I have nothing to really do, and besides, I want to make this video actually. So, to believe it or not, we're actually going to talk about porn in this video actually. Yeah, we're going to talk about porn, and we're going to rant on it a little bit. You see, there is a certain subject in the porn is called hentai. And hentai is basically like cartoon porn, basically, like anime. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a huge anime fan. I love anime. I think anime is really cool and everything. I got into anime somewhere around like 5 months ago, and I started really liking it. And so hentai is basically another way in saying porn, basically, but for anime. So anyway, so I'm gonna tell you guys this weird ass story that I decided to do, and I decided to watch this anime porn for the first, not the first time actually, it's my second time, but I never really understood the jizz of anime hentai porn basically. And if you guys are into that hentai stuff, I'm not here to offend you guys. I'm just here. I just don't understand how anyone can masturbate to that kind of stuff actually. So, what the hell? So, last year, in 2015, I watched a hentai video. So okay, how it all started was that I was super curious actually, kind of. I was all thinking to myself one day saying like, how can anyone masturbate to hentai? And so, and I decided to go on Google and actually kind of try to discover it myself, like what are these people seeing in it than I don't actually. That I don't know. I think hentai is a huge turn off actually, a huge turn off. Like I don't know how anyone can watch that kind of stuff. So I went on Google and I type in hentai. That was the research bar I put on Google. And I went on to the video section. And the very first, I click on like the very first video. Like I didn't click on the first video on the top. I just went, I guess you could say I scrolled a little bit and I just clicked on one, just randomly. And apparently this hentai video that I ended up watching had a huge story to it. Like a hentai video that has a whole story. It's like watching an anime, but in hentai version. That's what it basically was. And not only that, though, but the video was an hour long. Like, seriously. I was not going to spend my whole hour just watching a hentai video the whole time. No. So what I ended up doing, I ended up skipping some of the parts actually, just to even see, like, what the hell am I getting myself into. So let me tell you the story. Like, oh my god, the story is probably the worst story of history of stories at the end of time. Then it's even worse than you see what you see in the movie theaters. It's that terrible. And not only that though, but it's also disgusting. Like seriously. Like and I just wanted to tell the story and see how I don't even understand how maybe what you guys watch is a lot different than what I just saw. Okay, so this is how the story went. This is how it went down. And it all started a two marriage couple, a husband and a wife, and they actually have a maid. And I don't know any of their names, by the way. So you're just going to go by husband, wife, and maid. Just remember that those are the only three people in this story that we're talking about. So this husband and wife hired a maid, and apparently this maid and the husband actually know each other apparently. And they know each other from the past because they had sex all the time, apparently. And so, one day, like, out of the blue, the wife was actually gone that day. And the husband and wife, I guess the wife, no, I messed up the story. Okay. The maid seduces the husband pretty much into having sex, I guess. I don't know. I skipped, like, some of the parts, so I don't know how they got in sex. But they had sex, though. But the wife wasn't there, though. And so after they do their thing, it moves on to the next scene. So, say like the next day, somehow the wife actually finds out that the husband was having sex with the maid somehow. I don't even know how she figured it out. I guess she saw him, I guess. I don't even really know. But the wife actually found out about it, actually. So, the next day, we're going to say, let's just say the next day. So the next day, the husband's gone. I guess he went to do something. I don't know what he went on to do. Maybe work or something. And so it was just the wife and the maid. And the wife went up to the maid and told her about, like, hey, I saw you actually were having sex with my husband, and she was confronting about it. And long story short, the maid gets so mad, and I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but the maid kills the wife. Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of crap is that? Seriously, what she did, so what the maid did was that, I don't remember the scene very well though, because it was just so shocking. So what the maid did, she broke something. She broke like a paintrance almost, and it had a glass. She broke the glass, and she took the glass out, and you know how, like, when you break a window or something, it has that glass shard? Yeah, she used that against the wife. So she killed him. So she killed her. And I was like, what the hell is this crap? What kind of story is it? So that's why it's called the worst story ever, because of that. And so somehow, I don't know how, but the maid actually got rid of the dead body of the wife. And so when the husband came back, he doesn't even know that his wife is dead, which is absolutely the craziest part. And as soon as the husband gets back, the maid and the husband have sex again. But the weirdest part about it was that after they were done having sex, whatever, doing their thing, he wakes up in his basement or something like that. He woke up in a dungeon, like out of his home or something. I guess they have a dungeon or something. I don't even really know what the hell. But let's just say they're in their basement. He actually was tied up in his basement, like he was actually chained up, and it was like he was a slave or something. And the maid comes down from the stairs, and they were talking or something. Like, they weren't actually speaking English, so I was actually watching it in like Japanese or Korean, wherever voice acting there was. So I don't really understand what they were talking about the whole time. And frickin' she took his dick. Oh my gosh. I'm not even kidding. She took his dick and she started masturbating him. And this is where it gets disgusting here, folks. Like, seriously. Right when she was masturbating him, and frickin' he came out blood. And that's when I said screw it. That's when I say screw this anime. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was watching this on my iPad, and as soon as I saw that scene of that blood and everything, I said nope. I exited that. I erased that from my history, and that was the last time I ever saw that crappy video. I'm telling you guys, that was like, oh my god. People talk about the worst show. My ass. This show is the worst. I don't even know if you call this show. It's a freaking hentai with a story, with the worst story ever. What kind of hentai is that? Do people masturbate to that kind of stuff? Some of these people do who make them, dude. Questions the whole world a little bit. So yeah, that's my story for you guys today. I was kind of bored and I just thought about that weird story. I really hope this video isn't really that terrible just because I just went explicit on it. But anyways, I'll see you guys whenever, but tell me guys in the comments, would you like to hear more stories about me? Because I have some more stories I like to tell too. So I guess it's just the beginning. Whoever thought my very first story would be a freaking hentai video. Anyway, just to let everybody know, I was pretty much scarred for like that whole day pretty much. The fact that I had to think about that whole scene, oh my god, that ending. And she killed the wife. I don't get that. Why? I don't know. See you guys.